Hello, everybody. So today we have some really interesting cases that we're going to look at, and I'm really need you guys' help. I want to see you guys. I want to see if you guys feel the same way I feel about a case, and if you guys feel the same way I feel, I would love for you to sign the petition. So let me start by seeing who we got in the building. Give me a quick second. Where's that? My camera's oh, there we go. Boom. All right. So we're going to be talking about 3 cases today. There's not too many updates in some of the ones we've already been looking at. So I'm sure tomorrow, being that it's going to be Monday, I start school tomorrow, guys. So I'm not going to have a lot of time being online. So we're going to talk about 3 teenagers that ended up beating and killing a stepfather because he was essaying their little 9-year-old sister. We're also going to talk about Carissa Bright because she is not getting any coverage, and I feel that everyone deserves, to be given justice. If they're missing, to be found. So I'm hoping that I can start getting people to share her case, and hopefully we find out who murdered her. I know it was an accident because she wasn't the one that they were trying to hit when she was in the car, but she ended up getting shot in the head. And so, I don't know, I just feel like even if it wasn't done purposely, it shouldn't have happened that way at all. So, let me take this banner down. But that is Layla's IG. this Friday is my birthday. So I will be choosing, I haven't decided if I was going to do 1, 2, 3 people, I don't know, for the free raffle. So the first 5 people in the building, in the convo, you guys get a ticket that goes into the free raffle. Like I said, I'm going to pick it on my birthday, which is Friday. That's also Summer's birthday. And if you guys know, at it again, it's her birthday as well. So some of the stipulations for winning is you have to, of course, be in the building, but I will put up like a little bulletin inside of the community tab. That way you guys will know what time I'm coming on. Normally, I think it's going to be at 6 because instead of doing game night on Saturday, since it's my birthday, we're going to do it on Friday. So Layla just got her shots like a couple hours ago and she's whining. So you guys might hear her like crying in the background. I tried to give her some medication. She didn't really want it, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Erin, your birthday's tomorrow. So what are you going to do for your birthday? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are you going to go out or what? So thank you, Fun to Be Blonde, for sharing the live. That's always needed so we can get as many eyes on these cases as we can. So I'm going to start out with Carissa because she does not have, there's not too much information out there. And so I would like to start the dialogue and have other YouTubers possibly jump on it so that way we can find her killer. So I'm going to start off by sharing this screen. So I'm going to just get into the first 3 screens for you. You said what? Hopefully I can hang out with a brother of mine. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. I mean, it's a Monday, so not really much you can do on a Monday. So, like I said, there's not a lot of coverage, so I'm just going to go over what I can. My throat is on one today. I've been drinking warm stuff, but not tea. I've been like on this white chocolate mocha creamer with Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal creamer. It's bomb. It's just so bomb. All right, so here we go. Okay, so the 17-year-old victim was sitting in a car with 3 of her other friends. And it was earlier this January. You know how you see cases pop up on the news and you think, okay, they're going to get information really soon, because it kind of seemed like that was going to happen. Because from what I was told and what I read was the other people in the car, at least one of them knew who it was because it was a person looking for them. But instead of hitting their target, they accidentally hit Carissa. So like here's the like scene. Like I said, there's not a lot. Like you guys see this little paragraph. That's all they're giving us to work with. So it says a teenager was shot and killed inside a car in the East Mount Airy neighborhood of Philadelphia on Friday night, police said. So the unidentified victim, 17 years old, was sitting with 3 others in a parked car on Ross Street, about 2 blocks north of Germantown Avenue. When another car pulled up and started firing. The motive for the shooting was not immediately known, but the police were at the scene. And so they did say in here that they don't know who the person is, but it is Carissa Bright. And I'm going to show you guys a picture of her. None of the other 3 people in the car was struck by any gunfire. So whoever they were trying to hit, they didn't do that. So let me see. Okay, I'm in window so you guys can see the next picture. Here's another picture of the area. These 3 sentences is all we have to work with. Philadelphia police are investigating a shooting that left a 17-year-old girl dead in East Mount Airy on Friday. Police were called to Chestnut Hill Hospital on the 800 block of Germantown Avenue just before 9 p.m. They learned that the 7-year-old girl had been brought to the hospital by a private vehicle. That's all they have. So, let me do this really quickly, because when I pull up stuff, even if I press pause, it'll still continue to play and not stay at the same video that I was on. So in order to do that, I have to refresh the screen. All right, so let's make this larger. Actually, because I don't want it to echo, so give me a quick second. Let's go back.
Far with the investigation into a shooting that claimed the life of a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, 3 days ago, Carissa Bright was gunned down while sitting in a car in East Mount Airy. Action News reporter Katie Cattrall talked to her loved ones today. Katie joins us now live from police headquarters with more on the young victim. Katie.
Shari and Rick, family members say Carissa Bright had a bright future ahead of her. They say she was a caring person. She wanted to be a nurse. Now, instead of planning for her future, family members are planning her funeral.
It's sad. You don't expect it. You hear about it, but you don't expect it to happen in your neighborhood. It's like
Grieving family members say 17-year-old Carissa Bright was fatally shot on Friday night.
To know Carissa, you had to fall in love with her.
Police say the gunfire erupted just after 8:30 p.m. on the 6600 block of Ross Street.
I don't know why it keeps going.
Street in East Mount Airy. Police say the teen was sitting in the passenger seat of a parked white Toyota with 3 other people when a dark-colored SUV pulled up against the car, and at least one person fired at the people inside, striking the girl in the head and chest. Police do not think she was the intended target, but someone else in the car was.
We just got a call, and we just ran out of here like hell.
Chopper 6 shows the car the teen was rushed in to Chestnut Hill Hospital, where she was pronounced about 20 minutes later.
It hit all of our hearts. It hit all of our hearts.
You don't kill an individual, you kill a whole family when things like this happen. So the whole family suffers. And that's the worst part.
Bright's name fitting. Family says she was a bright light in the community. They are determined to never let her light fade.
She was beautiful. She had life. She had energy. You know, it's just hard.
And police say they are looking for a large black SUV, possibly a Lincoln Navigator. Authorities also say the other 3 people inside of the car with Bright were not struck. I'm live here at police headquarters. Katie Cattrall, Channel 6, Action News. Rick?
All right, Katie, thank you.
So, yes,
we begin.
Guys, that was Carissa Bright. And the way I'm going to share these other ones, I don't want to do it like that because the way it like bounces to the next one. So she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that is just sad. 17 years old, planning to go to college, planning, things she wanted to do in the future. And that was cut short by just hanging out with friends in a car. I believe it was 3 other gentlemen, and she, like they said, was in the passenger seat. And so she was hit, unfortunately. Yes, here goes at it again. It's her birthday on Friday with mine. So that's what I was talking about. So, and Aaron, you said, oh, you're going to be off Monday and Tuesdays. Okay, well, you can turn up then. So I do have her obituary and her fundraiser for her GoFundMe. So I'm going to share that with you guys. If you guys can, just post it on your Facebooks, your Instagram, whatever. You can take it off my page. I don't mind. I also posted some stuff on the community board about her. So just trying to keep that word out because they have not found out who has done this yet. So here we go. I'm going to just share these the same way so I cannot see what you guys are saying while I'm sharing it this way. Okay, so this is her online obituary. I think that's how they're just going to be doing it from now on. She was born in 2004, y'all. So young. Ugh. So on January 14th is when this happened, a little bit before 9 p.m. Like they said, within 20 minutes of her being at the hospital, she was pronounced dead. On September 4th, 2004, God gifted us with the most beautiful, bright bundle of joy, Carissa Monet Bright. Carissa gained her wings on January 14th, 2022. We will forever celebrate the beautiful life and impact that Carissa had in our lives. Carissa was so bright and beautiful with a genuine soul. She was very optimistic, brave, loving, loyal, intelligent, outspoken, spontaneous, fearless, goofy, energetic, and as always, the life of the party. She was very selfless. She would put her feelings aside to put on and comfort the pain of others without wanting anything in return. People often described her as being the therapy in their depression. Everyone loved Carissa, not only the people she knew individually, but their whole families as well. When she was around, you knew. Oh, there's not that much after that. It's just for like the flower arrangements and things like that. What else did I want to show you guys? Was it this one? Oh, this is where you can just go and sign the guest book if you guys want to. And then I have her fundraiser up here for her GoFundMe. They're almost at their goal. They're at 8,530. They're trying to get it to 2,000. So if you guys want to, it's www. Oh, I forgot. I think I wrote that down. So it's at GoFundMe / Carissa Carissa -Bright. And so I'm gonna put that also on my community board so you guys can just get to that really quickly if you want to donate. Like they say, anything is, someone donated $15. I'm sure they don't mind however much you can help with. But I do want to get this story out so that way she can get some justice. So, yeah, here she is. Yolanda, I believe it's her mother. So, yes, guys, that's that story. There's, like I said, there's not a lot on it. And that's the reason why I want to start. Well, I already do. But more, I want to start putting out more content with just stories that don't get any coverage at all. And I just think it's not fair. I was looking at this, the statistics on how many deaths from gun violence have already been counted since the beginning of the year. Since January 1st, they're in the 90,000s. Ridiculous. I don't understand it. So we're going to go with the second case that I've been looking into, but it's getting very, very deep. Let me pull us over to that screen. Drop it. Okay. So let me close out of this one. Let's see. How do we know we are at the wrong place at the wrong time? Right. You are never going to know when you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's life. I've been told you're at the wrong place at the wrong time so many times. And it's like, you kind of do know, you're hanging out with your friends, and sometimes the life they're living is not really one you want to be around, but since they're your friends, you hang out with them. So I've definitely been in some crazy situations. Hey, Miranda, how are you? Miss Miranda. Hello, hello. Belle, hey, how are you? I'm getting it. Belle Gates. So, guys, this is a deep one. Okay, so there are these 3 teenagers in Texas. 2 of them are brothers. And they asked their friend to help them. Their stepdad was essaying their 9-year-old sister. And so they decided to take matters in their own hands. And now this is the case that I was telling you guys in the beginning. I don't feel like they should have to do life in jail. And when I read it to you guys can make your own decision. And if you want to sign the petition, I've signed it on one of my accounts. So I'm going to sign it on this account when I show it to you guys as well. So I can show you it's very easy to do. All right, here we go. Let me see what you say. Did you hear about that? No, I haven't heard about that. What happened? I think, Miranda, did you say you did? Oh, that today. I'm going to have to look into that. Let me write that one down. Yeah, I'll check that one out. USA. All right. All right, so this is the one. I have a couple of windows to get through, and hopefully we can agree with this one. If we don't, that's fine. I'm going to open up the panel. Remember, guys, you guys get 2 tickets if you come on panel. And we're choosing on Friday, my birthday. We're choosing tickets on that day. So do not forget, especially if you have tickets in there, because you got to be in here in order to win it. Why isn't this in it? Okay, there it goes. There goes the link. Go ahead and pop up. Let's see. She jumped her. Oh, no. No. What? Yo, I'm hearing so many things like that as of lately because some people are just finding it so hard to get through these times right now. Yes, at 9 years old. And the thing about this guy is it's not his first time. And that's why I feel like these kids were just protecting the sister. So here we go. Let me start this. It's just disgusting. He's 42 years old. A 9-year-old. Come on, man. Okay. Sad. Why did that pop up in my background and I fixed it? Hold on, guys. Let me change this. My background. There we go. I don't even know how it changed. But so Texas brothers killed stepfather for SA, their sister. 2 Texas brothers were arrested and charged in the killing of their stepfather for SAing their sister. Alejandro and Christian Terravino was as well as their friend Juan. Like I said, they enlisted their friend to help them out. I believe Alex is 18 or 19, and the brother is either 18 or 17. They're gonna tell us. And so they ended up beating their stepdad to death. I heard something say they had brass knuckles. Some say that he just had a lot of blunt force trauma. So they beat 42-year-old Gabriel Quintanilla. There we go, Quintanilla, and left him to die Thursday in a field in McAllen, Texas, after learning that Quintanilla had inappropriately touched their 9-year-old sister at an RV park located on the 1200 block of East Moore, according to the news channel KRGB. I believe this one I'm going to have to, let me see if I reboot it. Will it put the video on? They're going to do an ad, of course. So, did it do it? No. Okay, so when the brothers Alejandro and Christian found out, they became enraged and confronted Quintanilla at the residence. The Parr Police Department news released and read a physical fight ensued between the three and the victim, Quintanilla. Quintanilla left the location on foot. Police say 3 different assaults occurred, leaving Quintanilla severely beaten and suffering from head trauma, according to the news outlet. This investigation was complex, having multiple scenes. I am proud of how our detectives were able to put the pieces together in such a short time, Chief Andy Harvey of the police department stated. Alejandro, 18, was charged with aggravated assault, family violence, and engaging in organized criminal activity. Christian, the younger brother, 17, was charged with aggravated assault, capital murder, and engaging in criminal activity. I found that interesting how the 18-year-old didn't get the capital murder, but the 17-year-old did. And their friend Juan Eduardo, 18 years old, was charged with capital murder, aggravated assault, and engaging in criminal activity. Quintanilla had a warrant out for his arrest in an unrelated case of the continuous sexual essay of a child and assault, family violence. So he already was on the run from a 2019 case of essaying to another family member. So that's why I'm like, I kind of feel like he had that coming, because they weren't able to find him from that case. So when they later on found his body, got him identified, they're like, we've been looking for him. He has a warrant out for his arrest. So it's not like they were like, okay, not believing the situation. This is something he does on a regular basis. So I believe that they were already having problems with him in the household, with the mother and infidelity and all kind of stuff, but this took the cake. So hold on, let me go to the comments before I go to the next window. Let's see. I know it's ridiculous, the amount of crazy things happening in 2022, and it just started. Yes, for sure. It's what I love to do a panel. Okay. But I'm off. Stopped. By to show some support. Thank you. I already know you always gotta get to bed when I go on. I'm a lot earlier than you. He messed that little girl up for life. She's chosen to encounter and affect her well-being in life. Yes, it did. And I don't believe it's her first time telling her brothers that. I think this has been an ongoing thing. And the brothers were like, look, I believe they had already had words with him. I think she was trying to tell the mom, and the mom just was not paying attention, not believing her, or whatever the case may be. And so she kept confiding in her brothers what was going on. And I believe they already knew that I don't know if they knew he had a warrant. I'm not sure about that, but it was known that he does this type of stuff. He messed a little. Oh, I already just read that one. I don't know why it looked like it moved up. All right, so let me see if I could find. There was a part I wanted to. Oh, here we go. I want to let you guys see what they look like. I'm going to do it this way so I don't have to keep clicking out. Y'all, this is just foul. So here are the three right here. So from left to right, we have, this is Alejandro. This is the brother Christian. And then this is Juan, their friend. I don't want to keep reading the same thing over and over, but I know I've read a couple of them, and some give you some information, some don't. So according to reports in the area, the teenage brothers killed the stepfather for allegedly SAing their 9-year-old sister. Let's see. He was beaten severely on a Texas field. Yes, we know that. Quintanilla was reportedly found by a farmer and had apparent severe blunt force trauma to his head. Yo, I know they were heated. Let's see. The brothers and Juan, 18, was also reportedly involved in a fatal beating and has also been charged. Okay, so they're saying the younger brother, the older brother, and Juan are 18-year-olds. The police say a minor later identified as the 9-year-old made an outcry about being inappropriately touched by Quintanilla in the park. Let me just see, because I don't want to keep reading stuff. Physical fight between the three. There's one where it tells more about the daughter. The trio reportedly chased Quintanilla down and again assaulted him, leaving only to fetch a truck and come back. So to me, they were just following him. When he left from the house, they were following him, just beating him and beating him. Okay, here's where it says, Quintanilla was beaten with brass knuckles and put into the bed of the truck and then dumped later in the field. Herlago County records show that the three teens are charged with multiple crimes and are being held on at least a $1 million bond. So many people are enraged of this, and that's why I said there are petitions and things like that I'm going to be showing you. But so many people are like, no, he already has previous charges for this. It's not like they shot him. It's not like they did anything like that. They just literally just beat the crap out of him. Let's see. The friend faces the same charges as Kristen and the brother, with additional charges of assault with a deadly weapon and possession of marijuana. The older brother only faces aggravated assault and engaging in organized crime, criminal activity charges, reported ducking and murder charge. Oh, okay. Yeah, reportedly ducking and murder charge because this news station reports Alejandro is not believed to have delivered the final blows. So, okay, I don't understand that, because like, say two people do a robbery and someone dies, they charge each person with the same crime. So I don't know why the older brother isn't getting the exact same charges as the friend and Christian. How do they know which blow did what? I don't know. I don't think they should be in trouble for this at all, especially because the guy has previous charges. And I don't know if I just feel that way because I've came across a couple of men that were like that, and I'm just like, yo, they don't learn. It's something that they just continue to do no matter how old they get, and they don't care about how young the child is, boy or girl. It's just disgusting. So he was already on the run anyway. So Christian and Alejandro are reportedly half brothers, sharing a father, and are both half brothers to the little girl. I have a picture of her and I have a picture of him. So Quintanilla is the stepfather of both Christian and Alejandro, the news say, and who also had a warrant out for continuous SA of a child. So yeah, I just really don't feel like they should have $1 million bond. And I don't feel like they should have to do a life sentence. I just really don't feel that. Let's see. Hey, how are you, boo? All right, so let me see if I can find the one that I want to show you guys. Oh, yeah, this is it. But I want to show you guys a picture of the little girl first and the guy. Is it on this one? It's not in this one. We'll come back to that one. I think it's on this one. So those are the boys, Alejandro, Christian, and then this is the friend. Let me see. One of these has the picture. They don't show her face. It's blocked out. But I just want to show you guys who, hold on. Let me do this so I don't have to send you guys through all of them. Let me find out which one it's on first. I have so many articles on this. Like, so many people have different feelings towards it. And I just don't think that, yeah, sometime, but nothing major. Where is it at? I know it's on here. Watch it be like the last one I look at. Come on. I think it's like, why are you clicking on so many things at once?
To an online petition out Texas gaining traction tonight, calling for the release of three.
Hold on, young lady. All right, so let me play this first so you guys can see. Which one was that? This one right here. All right, so check this out. All right, here we go.
To an online petition out of South Texas gaining traction tonight, calling for the release of three teenagers recently arrested for killing a man accused of sexually abusing his stepdaughter, their sister. Investigators said Alejandro and his brother Christian found out about their stepfather's alleged abuse and asked their friend Juan to help them take matters into their own hands. They reportedly chased down 42-year-old Gabriel Quintanilla, and they beat him to death. Quintanilla was later found dead in a field with blunt force trauma to his head, and the three teenagers are now in custody and they face charges in his death. There is a petition now asking Governor Greg Abbott to release these teenagers, saying that they were protecting their sister. It has more than 290,000 signatures as of tonight and growing. Rachel Fizet is a criminal defense attorney based out of Los Angeles, and she is joining us live to talk more about this case. This is a complicated one, Rachel. There are a lot of people who sympathize clearly with these teenagers, but the law doesn't always work that way.
No, in a civilized society, the law doesn't work that way. The laws are in place to encourage people to follow them and to give everybody a fair day in court, including the accused sex offender who, is accused of molesting these boys' sister. This is a horrible case. Nobody wins, but there's very little here that can be done outside of the law. There are a few things that the petition suggests as it relates to elected lawmakers, but the law doesn't really support this kind of thing.
So at last check, there were 290,000 signatures on this petition and growing. Does it have any type of impact on legal proceedings? I mean, does a judge or a jury, if this were to go to trial, look at that and some of the extenuating circumstances around this type of crime and the information that we have at this point?
Well, as to a judge and jury, what the defense attorney may claim is that they did this in the heat of passion, and they may try to get this mitigated down from what would look like a murder one charge down to a lesser charge of murder, even to manslaughter. But heat of passion usually looks like a lover walking in on his lover or her lover and killing the person they're having an affair with or something like that. This looks a little more planned, and so it's hard for them to argue heat of passion. But what I do think as it relates to the petition is that if they are talking plea deals with the DA is an elected official who will care about his or her, it's him in McAllen, his constituents. And he may look to see that this might be a very popular thing to do. So the DA's office may enter into a plea deal with the teens that to a lesser charge than capital murder.
Right. One of the teens 17. I mean, charged as an adult, you think unlikely in this case?
Texas, I bet he will be charged as an adult, but maybe.
Yes, for sure. Texas is one of the states you do not play with. I believe they're going to try to charge him as an adult. I do kind of feel like this can be taken down to manslaughter. And she's right with the passion crime. It would have had to be like the brothers were sitting there playing, Xbox with their friend Juan. And the sister came and said that. And they just all got up in the heat of the moment and went and started tearing him up. But since it was planned, like, hey, this has been happening to my sister. Let me hit up Juan. Juan, can you help us out? That's where the planning comes in. So that's what's going to make it a little bit harder because premeditated, that's most likely going to be like first degree. But with all of these circumstances, I'm going to go show you guys the petition. The number they said, it's well over that. So right when they're done, I'm going to just go straight to the petition.
Maybe it's that kind of thing. These kind of petitions might influence how he's charged and where a plea deal could go. But it looks like, as far as this kind of petition and what is popular, that you can't really bring that into court in front of a jury. That won't have any weight.
I want to go back to something you said a moment ago. I mean, the details of this are really disturbing. And you talk about, whether or not they had planned it. Is this where they're in the most trouble? Because it started as a confrontation, a fight between these two brothers and the stepfather who is accused of sexually abusing the sister. Then they went after him again. There was a second fight. And then he was walking down the road, according to police. They beat him up again, put him in the truck, and then they dumped him in a field. So if it had only been for the first fight where it was all of them fighting against one another and it had ended, would this be a much different case?
Yes.
It's the other things that they did.
Yeah, so I think it could look like self-defense if they were in a fight, but I believe that two of the brothers contacted a friend in order to start this fight. Right. And that's where I think the issues begin, is that they actually premeditated the fight and it wasn't, that looks planned. So once things start looking planned and they've kind of illegally entered the fight, that's where what ensues after that, and here it happened a couple of times, they kept re-entering the fight, that's where it looks like they are intentionally seeking to either really maim him or kill him. And I think that's where it looks premeditated, and it doesn't look in the heat of passion, and it doesn't look like self-defense. It looks like they're defending their sister. I believe he was also accused of abusing two more children. So in their minds, they're justified, but the law doesn't work that way.
It is a tragic story. It is easy to sympathize with some of the feelings, but very difficult to justify, certainly in the law of the land. Rachel Fizet, as always, we appreciate your insight on this one. Thank you.
I agree. It's very easy to sympathize, but yeah, it's not okay to do, but I'm sorry. He's done this to two other children prior. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they should get first degree, second degree manslaughter? Do you think they should get a capital punishment? Do you think it should go to death because of what they did? It went from the first fight to he's trying to leave. They fight him again. They go and get a truck to come back, find him wherever he's in, fight him, put him in the truck, and then dump him. This is not his first time, though, guys. It's not his first time. So let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Where are we? Yes, Miranda. Do not forget, y'all, subscribe, thumbs up, hit that notification bell. We got to get all this in the algorithm, especially if I can get other content creators to do something small. You don't have to do anything big, but something for Carissa Bright, because to me, she deserves justice. Any of these cases that I just try to get out there, I just want, like, if we got like a little crew of people to just put those videos out, even if you want to make a video where it's like not necessarily each one of us individually doing a video, but we make one that's kind of all together and we could put it on all of our platforms. I would love that so that we can get as much coverage with some of these cases that just get no love at all. Oh, my lipstick. Yeah, you know what? I was going to do a dark color. I was going to do like a dark, like charcoal gray. But I was like, I think I'm going to go to my Candy Yum Yum today. So I did Candy Yum Yum. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Queen in the building. Hey, Queen, how are you? Free them, passion crime. But you see what we said. You see the law. Yes, if they were to beat him and he died that first time they went at him, that would have been different. You can kind of get that one to be passion. It does not have to be a sexual partner. You can have so much love for your sister and not want somebody to be doing that. And in the heat of the moment, you end up beating them up that bad. I think really what's going to mess it up is them going to it each time. Ooh, it's just disgusting because when I seen this picture, I'm still going to try to go through these tabs and see which one it's on. I was like, he just looks like someone I know. And it's just like they were like that, like always, like from a child, like try to give you a hug and like grab your butt or, oh, you're growing, like to your boobs and stuff like that. That's why I'm just like, with guys like him, because no, it's just nasty. And then you see he doesn't learn. So they are kids and the law should have locked him up. They should have. But Jeanette, they couldn't find him. He has an open warrant since 2019. They have not been able to find him. So when they found him and they were able to identify him, they're like, whoa, we've been looking for this guy. So let's see. No, the laws are strict enough. You know what? That's true. The law protects these people. Because even when I'm watching like CC Unit, for instance, and they're showing this guy's intentions, they're showing what this person is capable of. They come meet the kid and everything, but they're like, oh, well, there was no real kid there. Oh, well, that's my thing. They want to wait until a child is already gone in the mind because they've been receiving this type of treatment for who knows how long. They want to wait until the 10-year-old is pregnant. They want to wait until the most is done before they can stop these people. And I just feel like I can't. So when things like this happen because he has not learned his lesson, he was doing it to his own family members. I don't know. Hey, multimedia, how are you? Yes. Temporary insanity. Yes, they should get that. Because we did that. It didn't feel enough. You just going crazy in the moment because your little sister is coming and telling you these things. And I don't think it's her first time telling them. And who knows? I want to know what his alcohol levels were at the time. Was he just like, oh, well, yeah, I'm doing it? Like, what happened throughout the whole confrontation? I want to know. Yes, Miranda, nasty. The kids, God justice. Yeah. Hey, they put it in their own hands. Hold on, let me toss the link in the chat again. Copy. There we go. There we go. There goes the link down there, y'all. The kids got justice, and it isn't even justice because the 9-year-old, yep, she still has to live with that. And at 9 years old, you know what's going on. You know it's not right. you know. Yep, they wait until something happens. He's no victim. I don't feel that he is. I'm sorry. I feel like guys like him know they've gotten away with it so many times, time and time again, to where they don't care. They're just going to keep doing it. From 2019, we're in 2022. Okay, so he's going to continue like he's been doing. Let me you guys some of the things that have been going on. I'm not going to read all of this, but I will do like a video where I'm scrolling through all of this so you guys can read it. Make it easier for you guys to find. So here's one of the conferences real quick. And then I'm going to show you guys the petition, and I hope you guys will sign it. Hopefully you guys will. So here goes one.
This is something that, being transparent and open is something that I believe in. It's good for our department. It's good for you. That's why we're here today. By the way, I'm Andy Harvey. I'm the police chief of Florida.
Hold on. Why is it so low? Hold on, guys. Can you guys hear that? Are you guys able to hear that? If you guys aren't, I'll try to see. Hold on. Let me check my settings because that just seemed like it was really, really low. But no, mine just turned up all the way. Let me see if I share it another way. Will you guys be able to hear it better? Boom. Okay. Were you guys able to hear that? Let me know. It was really low. Okay, I'm going to try to do it this way. I'm going to share it this time. And I will press that there to see if you guys can hear it better. After this, this is an older case that I was following a while ago, but I've been looking back into it to see what's going on. It is a stepfather that killed his stepson for getting a cookie. This is a case that I was so upset about before I was even on YouTube. So I'm going to bring it to you guys because I've been following it for some time now. And that's what we're going to be going to after this. But yes, killed a 6-year-old, 7-year-old over a cookie. Oh, these people.
I want you to know that we understand the sentiment and the attention that this case has drawn to this homicide in our city. So we definitely understand that. And that's why I think it's important to have this conversation once again to reiterate the facts of the case, what we've learned, and then perhaps maybe clarify some misinformation or some misunderstanding that may be out there as well. I think that's important for everybody. So again, thank you so much for being here. Let's start off by just going back and talking about the case itself. How did we get here where we are today? And we'll go into some other things. We can start off with this. The three suspects involved in this case. Alejandro Trevino, who's 18, Christian Trevino, who's 17, and their brothers. Juan Eduardo Melendez is 18, and he's a friend of theirs. On January 20th, around 6 p.m., we were notified by the McAllen.
Okay, you guys are saying it's still low. So let me see something because sometimes it'll get higher.
So this continues.
Yeah, see, sometimes it gets higher.
Every time that they meet, yes, her biological father. It has a lot of different legs here, so I'm trying to keep everybody kind of up to date here. He walks out, and shortly right down the road,
It's louder right now.
Christian, the older brother, leaves, catches up to Quintanilla. There's a fight that ensues. Well, around the same time, Christian and Juan Melendez, the friend, catch up to them. They get involved in the fight, so there's 3 against 1. So the second assault happened right down the road on board. A few minutes later, they leave him there. He's beaten up, but he's still conscious and walking. The 3 leave, drop off Alejandro back at the house. They go to Juan's house, pick up a different car. They picked up a white F-150, and they decide to go back and look for Quintanilla to see if they can find him again. Well, they did. They found him on Veterans Road walking, and so a third assault happened. So this continues, and it's the third time that they meet. Well, what we learn now is that during the second assault, I believe, Christian had some brass knuckles. So brass knuckles were used in these assaults. So they continued to assault Quintanilla, and this time they severely beat him to the point where he's either unconscious or close to it. They then decided to pick him up, kidnap him, put him in back of the F-150 in the bed, and drive off to somewhere in South McAllen. He was dropped off somewhere in the Wayland McCall area. That's where the McAllen Police Department was called, and that's where they found him later that day. We understand that he was unconscious but breathing at the time, but nonetheless, Quintanilla died there at in the open field. So that's the case as we know it now, and that's where we're at as far as the actual case is concerned. During the investigation, we learned this, is that Quintanilla had a warrant here out of FAR for continuous sexual abuse. And that was over an unrelated case that we were made aware about back in 2019 involving somebody else, another victim. And what we learned about that case, and obviously, you know, I can't go into specifics about anything about this case, sexual assault case, especially involving a minor, but I want you to know that it's involving a separate, a different person. But here's what we learned then, is that there was an outcry back in 2019 that another victim was sexually assaulted by Quintanilla back around between 2014 and 2016. So detectives gathered enough information to get a warrant, which they did. And the detectives went out to look for Quintanilla at that time and were unable to find him. They searched, they went to his last known residence, they went to his mother's residence multiple times, and he was being elusive, obviously, and hiding from us. They did not catch him. We did not find him. So we learned, and we were given some inconclusive information about where his whereabouts are, and we understand he could have been near the Corpus area and other areas of the state. So he has been eluding us since then. So that's what we know about that. And so here's what I think I want to make the distinction about this case, and is that this warrant was for a separate offense, not the 9-year-old. We were not aware of any history between Quintanilla and his 9-year-old girl, which allegedly happened on Wednesday night. So we just don't know, have enough information about that, because that's still an ongoing investigation. So those are two separate incidents. We had not heard from Quintanilla. Obviously, he's been running from us, and we didn't know of him until he was found deceased in McAllen. Second part of this that I want to make sure it's clear is that some questions about why is it a capital murder versus just a murder.
Database.
It's a capital murder because Quintanilla was kidnapped, right, when he was taken in the back of the F-150 and dropped off somewhere else. So he was kidnapped, and then at the scene where they dropped him off, they got some property, they removed some property or stole some property from Quintanilla. So that makes it a capital murder. And I know there was some question about that. So again, I just want to reiterate the facts as we know them and kind of what happened thus far as what we know. And I know there was some misunderstandings out there, so I just want to clarify that. Are there any questions I can answer? Anything that I can clarify for you?
Charges are going to be pursued against the mother. I'm wondering if she had any idea about his background.
You know, that's something that's still all part of this open investigation. That is certainly a question that we had, whether or not we why we weren't notified and that kind of thing. So there's more questions out there, and that's something that we're still looking into. But as of today, there are no charges against the mother. Okay. Go ahead.
Also, was there any history with CPS that you all knew about with this family?
Not that we're aware of, but I know when we investigate something like this, sexual assault of any kind, if it's involving a minor, we have those conversations with CPS.
Would you by chance be able to tell us when this warrant was signed for the separate case that happened in 2019?
Yeah, it was on May 17th, 2019 is when we learned of it, and shortly thereafter is when the warrant was signed for Quintanilla. Again, right, he eluded us and we just didn't catch him, but we made multiple attempts. We placed his name into a national database and everything that police do in order to catch someone who just, he was eluding us, and so unfortunately we didn't arrest him at that time.
One last question for me.
Sure.
So I understand now that the aggravated circumstance in this case that led to the capital murder charge was the kidnapping that you talked about. I'm wondering if you consulted with the DA at all, or if you guys just went ahead and moved forward, given what you guys know so far.
No, I mean, our detectives know, we know what we're doing, and so when the elements of an offense fit, that's what we charge that person with. So that's what we did in this case.
As for the 9-year-old girl, is she still with her mother, even though she's still being looked into?
Yes. And from here, moving forward, obviously there's a criminal justice process, right? A system that we have. Our job is to present a case and get the facts for the district attorney's office, and they will present the case at another time. And so we're still investigating that. That's why it's still open to provide even more facts to the DA in order to have the case that they need to pursue whatever charges they want to pursue. But that's another whole other area. But we will definitely be working closely with them. But that's where we are today. Any other questions I can answer for any of you?
I think I thought of one more. Just thinking about the case and how there was a minor involved, was there any just consideration of maybe not identifying certain individuals, even the suspects, because of to protect the minor?
Identifying who minor?
The suspects.
When?
Once we found it, I understand that you guys put it out because we were looking for it. We didn't know the whole situation of the case, but is there any concerns over protecting the minor's identity?
Well, of course, anytime there's a minor, especially a sensitive case like a sexual assault, we're going to protect that minor. So absolutely going to protect them. In this case, these are adults. Although they're only 17 and 18, they're adults in our state. So that's why we didn't withhold their names. They're adults. So that's the way the law works here in our state. So again, right, I just want to make sure this is very, very important to us, is that perhaps there was a thinking out there or belief that Quintanilla, the dad, was continuously sexually assaulting the 9-year-old. We have no reports of that, no information about that. And
the mom isn't even going to say, though.
We don't have any history about that. The continuous sexual assault warrant.
The mom isn't even really going to say, because there's a lot of times when what I, in my opinion, when I think about this case and looking into it, I think that she was madly in love with this guy. And even though her young daughter is saying these things, she's thinking like, she's exaggerating or whatever the case may be. And I just think they should have like a one-on-one conversation with the daughter. She's 9. She can talk. Before they're just like, okay, yeah, go ahead and be with your mom. Because if she was allowing this, then no. Mm-mm. This is almost over. And then I'm going to show you guys the pictures of Gabrielle and stuff like that. Quintanilla, the guy, the 42-year-old.
Was for a separate incident. And I think that's important to this case. Important for you to know about an incident that happened allegedly between 14 and 16. So those two cases were unrelated. And so here we are today. And then, of course, the other part about the capital murder, that's why it makes it that offense. There were some questions. That's why I'm reiterating those. Anything else? Any other thing I can...
Is there any chance you can say it in Spanish?
Sí, ahorita vamos a hacer unas entrevistas y después, por favor.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely do this in Spanish here in a minute. But I just want to make sure. Anything else? How about you guys? Yes.
Do we know the relation between Quintanilla and the victim from 4 years ago? Was he also related to them?
Well, we can't say only because the victim's a minor.
Okay.
And we've got to protect some of that, right?
Okay.
But again, right, different cases, and so in regard to that, I want to also express that there's tragedy all around this. There's tragedy around the 9-year-old. There's lots. Also, now we have 2 and 3 young men who are in jail, and who knows what their future will hold. But there's nothing. It's tragic all the way around. That's what makes this case so difficult. For us, it's complex. As you see, there's a lot of moving parts, and to investigate these cases and make sure we have all of those. The facts that they are as they are right now.
That is the initial case for the company viewers that are with us. As for the 3 young men, did they express any guilt over what they did?
I don't know. I can't really say about that. They're young men, right? And so here's what I want to read. We understand this and around this, right? We get it. They're young men, right? And so these young men decided to do what they did. So here we are. But, no, I can't say too much about what they said, although they were very cooperative. They gave full statements of what has been done. They've been very cooperative in this case. Again, thank you very much. And if there are any other questions, do let us know so that we can clarify those and make sure you and the public knows everything that we know.
Hearing been found.
It's important to be transparent and open, and that's why we're here today. So again, thank you very much.
Okay, guys, so that was that one. This one that I'm going to show you real quickly is only 59 seconds, and then I'm going to show you who this guy is. And it's crazy to me because they are really trying to sugarcoat this stuff. I had a picture up here and I had a video, and they took the video down. And I'm a little upset. That's why I'm going to start. I wish I could screen record on my computer, but you can't. But there's a picture. He has a cowboy hat on, and then he's like hugging on the little girl, and kind of like leaning on her. I'm like, knowing how he is with children and seeing that, like, trying to find it. If I can't find it by the time we're out of here, I'm going to just have to go backwards in all of the stuff that I was looking in. And I'll put it on my community board if I could find it. But hold on. Let me show you guys this. A little video on the scene, in the area. Then I'm going to show you him and some more stuff. Hold on. Let me pull it up right now. I just can't. I be losing my patience sometimes with some of this stuff. I try not, like I said, I be trying not to take it like too personal, but it's just nasty. You can't trust nobody.
I just came up for a second.
Yeah, Jeanette.
I'm back down. But I think it's possible he was messing with those boys too. And it would be self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because oftentimes boys don't speak.
Yeah. They need to look into that too as well. Because that can be what it is. And that could possibly be why they were so upset. And the one boy he's a bigger boy. After I show you this 50-second something clip, you can see he's a bigger boy. So probably they were like, hey, come. The 17-year-old, oh, hey, Miranda.
Hey, guys.
The 17-year-old had brass knuckles. I believe they were afraid of him.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be like, well, that doesn't mean you can do this. That doesn't mean, but who knows? They could have been taking out some pent up anger. I'm trying to see how long the mom was with them. Haven't been able to find that yet. They're keeping a lot of stuff that was out. You could watch you could see the article, but they take the videos down.
I don't know. I think even the guy reading the charges knows it.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound racist. I'm Hispanic myself. Yeah, Queen, crazy. I'm Hispanic myself, and I'm not going to lie. I got people in my family that has tried to do stuff like that to me. I mean, it is prevalent in the Hispanic community. However, say it's not, they're a damn lie. And so if you don't speak up, it'll just keep getting by and getting by. I'm happy she did. In my situation, I was like, Mom, I'm not giving him a hug. I don't care if he's my uncle. I'm not giving him a hug. I'm nothing. I'll be like, all right, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm good. Christina said, I don't play that crap. Right. That's why if my son tells me anything, I'm like, oh, you don't, why? I'll ask him why. Oh, you don't got to. And I'm lucky that my mom was like, because my grandmother would be like, oh, you're disrespectful. You got to go give him a hug and a kiss. Because, most of the Hispanic people, our culture is like when you say hi, you kiss, not on their lips or anything, but on the kiss, whatever, you say hi to everybody, greet everybody when you come in. And so I was considered rude and disrespectful because I wouldn't, but he was the only one I wouldn't because he was weird. He used to be telling me, like, he'll pull me aside and tell me, I made you, I created you, I'm this and I'm that. And I was like telling my mom this stuff. So my mom was like, well, she don't have to say hi to him if she don't want to. So I do think what you're saying is very possible. Randa, did you want to say anything before I put on the video?
No, you can go ahead. I was
Okay.
gonna say that's creepy, though.
It
I've
is.
I've had family members that I've been like, one cousin. It was a cousin, not an uncle, but I get it.
And I don't know if that's just because maybe that's what they did where they're from. Like I said, I'm the first generation born in the States. So it seems like some of that stuff was probably normal over there, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not with that.
Is that like a cultural thing? Have you heard that before?
I think so.
Because
there's a lot of more stuff I know. I just can't put all my business out like that from other family members. So to me, it ain't me, but to me, it's in the culture. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's why I'm just so overprotective of my son. I don't let him go with anybody. There's only two places he could be spending the night, either my house or his nana house. That's it. Nowhere else. I don't care. You could take him out for a little bit because now he can talk. He'll tell me whatever is going on. But he's not spending the night nowhere. None of that. I'm not playing that.
That's how my daughter.
Yeah,
she doesn't
I'm not
go
saying that.
Anywhere except for to my mother-in-law. So.
Right, because I know for a fact I'm gonna be in jail. Because I believe what my son says. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he would lie.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Quintanillas' name was then entered in a national database, and he'd been on the run ever since. When they were notified, his body had been found the day before in South McAllen. Since then, police have arrested 3 teens, including Quintanilla's stepsons, Alejandro and Christian Treviño, and a third male, Juan Eduardo Melendez. According to police, they beat Quintanilla after hearing he had allegedly sexually abused another minor, who was also a family member. Now, 2 of the teens facing capital murder charges.
Capital murder because Quintanilla was kidnapped, right, when he was taken and
kidnapped
in the back of the F-150 and dropped off somewhere else. So he was kidnapped. And then at the scene where they dropped him off,
he was kidnapped. Like, sometimes I just feel like they can't use that word. For him, that's not kidnapped. No. They were handling their business.
So the Treviños, they got some property. They removed some property or stole some property from Quintanilla.
We also asked Chief Harvey if there's a possibility the boy's mother could face charges. Quintanilla's name was then entered in a national database, and he'd been on the run ever since. When they were notified, his body had been found the day before in South McAllen. Since then, police have arrested 3 teens, including Quintanilla's stepsons, Alejandro and Christian Treviño, and a third male, Juan Eduardo Melendez. According to police, they beat Quintanilla after hearing he had allegedly sexually abused another minor, who was also a family member. Now, two of the teens facing capital murder charges.
Capital murder because Quintanilla.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah,
He's done it to another family member.
Right. I think if she was turning her head, she should she should get all the charges, and they should put those kids in some kind of program and raise them right.
Yeah, because it's you can't keep turning your head to stuff like that. And guys, when I say to kiss, you don't kiss them on the lips. I don't know if you guys seen it. You know how like I don't know if it's only a Hispanic culture because I've seen Italians do it too. Like you'll give like your person a kiss, you know, like that, like cheek to cheek, like that. That's how we do it. So I don't know. I've always grown up that way, and that's just how it goes. But yeah, I was like, I'm good. I'm not. I guess I'm just gonna be disrespectful then because I'm good.
Was kidnapped, right, when he was taken and in the back of the F-150 and dropped off somewhere else. So he was kidnapped, and then at the scene where they dropped him off, the Treviños, they got some property. They removed some property or stole some property from Quintanilla.
We also asked Chief Harvey if there's a possibility the boy's mother could face charge. Quintanilla's name was then entered in a national database, and he'd been on the run ever since. When they were notified, his body had been found the day before in South McAllen. Since then, police have arrested 3 teens, including Quintanilla's stepsons, Alejandro and Christian Treviño.
Wait, did this start back over? It started back over, right? I think so. I think it did start back over. But look, okay, so Juan right here, he's a bigger boy compared to them. You see Alejandro, this is the 18-year-old. Christian, this is the 17-year-old. And then Juan, he's 18 as well.
But look, instead of finding out what really happened, they are being petty.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. They want to nitpick. And, you know, I'm sorry. They've been looking for him for this long. He hasn't been trying to show up. He's been running. They've been to his mom's house. They've been to this address. Look, I feel like once it happened the one time and it happened again, don't give him, you know, time to get out and run. Send his ass back to Mexico. Because people don't friggin' learn.
Right.
So, no, just send him back. I'm going to pull this up so I can show you what he looks like. And then I'm going to tell you another story. I don't even want to make it seem like my family is just crazy and disgusting, but it's just real talk and what happens. By the way, the news clip I just played is from a girl on Twitter. It's not her clip, but I got it off her clip. It's just a news clip, but I'm just going to, you know, shout her out. It's Sister Girl Talk TV who had it on her page. So just to, you know, I don't want any drama.
Give people the credit.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna put this to the side for a second. Okay, so this right here, this is Alejandro. Where'd it go? I don't like how they do that. They just want to throw it at you. It's like, calm down, hold on. Okay, so this is Alejandro. This is Christian. I'm gonna show you the more pictures where it says more. This is Gabriel Quintanilla. So this is the creep. Okay. And
looks a little creepish.
Right. It's like, dude, you can't get nobody your age. You already got the mom. Why do you need the daughter, possibly the brothers? Who knows how long she was with him? Thanks, Fun to Be. Who knows how long she's been with him if they were, what the heck, video games? Yeah. Yes. I'm like, where is it at? But yeah, who knows how long she was with them and if they endured anything. Like Jeanette said, we don't know. Mm-hmm. So let me see if they show different pictures for each one. Or is it going to be the same? Yeah, I knew they were gonna do that. So there goes the creep. That's Juan. Look how big Juan is.
Wow.
Compared to them. I'm gonna play the look at them in court right here. You see that? So
Yeah, but
watch.
he's got a baby face.
Who won?
Yeah,
All of them have a baby face to me.
I know, but he has the most baby face, even though he's a baby.
But
He has a
look at
round
them
face.
standing next to each other though. That's probably why they were like, hey, can you help us? You know. The Gabriel looks like he maybe lifts weights or something. But here we go. Why does that keep popping up? Oh God, I cannot stand this channel. The Sun, they always are trying to do this to you.
Ouch. Maybe I should turn it down.
Oh my God, hold on. I don't like how it does that. It'll skip it and play it again. Here we go. I bet you they're going to do a commercial. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God. Hold on, let me silence it. I hate this Sun. The Sun does it all the time. Like they want you to get like a little subscription. I don't want to say I hate them because they do have good information, but oh, this is a 16-second one. That's why. Okay, this isn't the one I was going to show you guys. There's another one where you can see them all going into the thing, but let me see. Let's close this. Okay, so police say that, yeah, you guys already know that. He had the brass knuckles. I'm trying to see if I can find another part here that I wanted to read to you guys. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys the petition and where you guys can go to sign it. And hold on, let me bring it up real quick. Because I hope you guys feel the same way. Do you guys think that they should be in jail for the rest of their lives? Or do you think that they just got justice in their own way? Because this guy has done it to other family members. He didn't care. So here we go. Here's the petition. So I know they said like 2,000, but no. 200,000, no, they're way over that. So see how many they have now? They're more than halfway done. So if you guys can please go and sign this. If you don't believe in it, that's
I can
fine.
do it
But
right
I
now.
think
I'm on my computer, so I can actually do it.
I'm doing mine now. I did it on my other account, so I'm going to do it on here too, so you guys can see I'm doing it as well. I'm not just telling you guys to do it. It's something that I think they should look a little bit more into and see if what Jeanette said is true. Do you think that they were being touched on?
It's possible.
It sure is. I'm trying to think of why I want to say because. Oops. Should I just say, yeah, I just feel like he should? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to write.
Oh, to write in a little box.
Yeah, you just got to write something.
What's the website?
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can just put this in the chat right now so you guys can do it.
Sorry.
I will love you guys a long time if you guys do it. I feel like we just need some type of like justice in these situations. Oh, it can't print it out at the same time. Let me see if there's a link I can click on to send it easier because it's too long, so it's not letting me click it. They don't have a share button. Do they not have a share button on here? Do you guys know? Start a petition, petition details. Yeah, it is on change.org. I'm trying to see if they have like something where I can just put the link.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find it. Oh, I think I got it. I just Google searched it. Yeah, I got it.
Because it's long. I normally could just say, yeah, go to change.org and then / their name. But since all of them are on here,
It popped right up.
Is it a shorter link where you found it?
I just typed in the Google search justice.
You know what you can type in? Petition 3 teens beat stepdad. If you put 3 teens beat stepdad and then put petition, it'll pop up. That's how I found it when I first looked up for it, because I put it in the chat, but since it's too long, it made it into 2 different messages.
Oh my God, they overwhelmed.
Oh, the first link worked. Okay. So when you click on the first one I sent, Christina, it sends you there. If it does, you guys go ahead and click on that link. That way, hold on, let me see if I can do this as well while I'm on here. Let me see. And not good. I don't know why I'm singing that song in my head, this J-Lo song. All I got is all I had. That one, time is all I had. How do I put this on there?
It has a lot of
Create a
signatures.
post. Let's see if I could put it in this post right here. Paste. Post.
They're facing a minimum sentence of life.
Boom. Okay, so bam. Guys, I put it on my community tab. I'm going to edit it so I can write. This is where you go. Just click on that and then you're good. So, 3 teens. And do you think they're saying stepfather because the mom is actually married to him, or are they just saying it because they've been together for so long? Because if he's really a stepdad, he could been in this situation for so long, or he could have been doing it to them, and then they're getting older, and then he started doing it to the sister, and they're like, you're doing too much. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Or to there.
Yeah, I just think they were defending their little sister.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So in my community tab, when you click on it, it says 3 teens beat stepfather for essay to their 9-year-old sister. Go ahead and click on the change.org link right there, and it'll take you right to it so you guys can sign it that way.
I did it already.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm doing it right.
I can see it popping up on there now because it was at 388. It's at 389. Also, Ariel's is also in there, along with his names. Lawrence is also in there if you guys can sign their positions. Also, Carissa is in there. Did you guys get to see Carissa? Jeanette? And
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Miranda. That was the first case I did, and people were like trickling in. Carissa,
Yeah,
if you guys put it on your community walls or your Facebook, whatever, her name is Carissa Bright. Let me show you guys that real quick. Let me scroll through this before I go to a whole other window.
Oh, I didn't know they tried to get you to donate money.
No. So it's donate money or share on one of your social media platforms.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
So you can show on, yeah. Oh, let me finish mine.
It's not loading. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Share on Facebook. Wow, a bunch of people are signing. Yeah.
All right, I signed my part. I did my part. So all you have to do is I'll share instead, and they pop you right on there. You're good. So I will share to my Facebook.
I got it.
Yep. So yeah, if you can't find it on my community tab, you can always go to my Facebook, Naomi China D, and it'll be right there.
There's another one too. It just has a different heading.
What does it say?
It's the same case.
I know this is the. Does it have how many people does it have on it?
See, it says sign 10 recommended petitions to build momentum to victory. And then it says justice for the protectors of the girl. That's what the heading is instead of Alejandro.
Justice to what?
Justice for the protectors of the girl.
Oh yeah, I like this case. I was cool with
12,493 supporters.
This one that I'm signing right now that you guys are seeing that I'm doing. This one is for that truck driver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be on my Facebook as well. So
here we go. Here it is right here on mine too. That's weird. Oh no, it says petition 1. Oh.
All right. So let me pop what's her name up here real quick so you guys can check that one out. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Let me put it up here. Where's she at? Carissa. I click Christina. I'm trying to click Carissa. Carissa.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up for you guys real quick. All right. So this is Carissa. Right there. This is her GoFundMe for her parents because she just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, as people say. And she was in the passenger seat with her friends, and a car pulled up trying to shoot someone else in the car. She was the only one that got hit straight in the head, passed away. By the time they got to her and they took her to the hospital, within 20 minutes, they pronounced her dead. There's no information out for this. There's like a couple of videos that they're like, oh, we don't know who the girl is. Someone, got shot, and that's it. They're not trying to cover this like they should, and they need to be looking for whoever did this, whether they meant to kill her or not. We just can't go around not liking someone, not caring about whoever else is in the car, and just shooting and hoping, oh, they're going to shoot the person they want. No, there's other way to handle things. So their goal was to get to $10,000. They are at 9,530, which hasn't changed since I looked at it. They accept anything, $5, $1, whatever, just to help out. And I'm going to see if I can make a little bulletin thing to put on my page and see if others can just go ahead and put it on their page to help push her story out so they can start finding people like this. Like I want to start bringing a lot of cases that I looked into before I started YouTube at all, which is the next case we're going to look into. And there's a lot for that. It's the guy that killed his stepson over a cookie. Over a damn cookie.
That just sounds ridiculous. Just saying.
No, it's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. Yeah. And that's why I don't even believe in the death penalty like that. But that was just so stupid to me. I'm like, I think he should get it. I'm sorry, but I do. Mm-hmm. Because it's just for... Okay, so on this case, this is the last video I'm going to show. And then we're going to jump into... his name is Jack Montgomery, the killer. So, and then what you guys are going to hear that he did next after killing the little boy, you're going to find friggin' disgusting. And I'm just like, you know what? And I have his address, and I've been wanting to write him in jail before I've even done YouTube or anything like that. So I really couldn't get this story out because I didn't know how to even use this. But now that I do, and I was like going through my books and stuff that I used before even this, like when I would just look into cases and be nosy. And this one came back at, like, I was turning my book and it came back. I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on in that case. So I typed it up and it popped up. But I have his like address in there from when he was at another place before he's in the place he's in now. And I'm like, I kind of want to contact him now. But yes, Christina, she said, a damn cookie. Yes.
Seriously.
Like, you know what? Oh, it got cold again. I'm gonna go warm this while I show you guys this video.
Okay.
Life is all I had. Tell me it's all I had. Why isn't it popping up? What did it do? Is it showing you guys something else I'm not showing you? Do it again. Hold on. It's not showing the page that I'm clicking on. Chrome tab, brothers. Okay, that should work. Boom. What are you guys seeing? Okay, there it goes.
A few questions, if you want. Clarification, is it Alejandro or is it X or a J?
Alejandro, it's Alexandro.
Alejandro, what does she mean?
And then why is the Alejandro individual not facing murder charges the other two are?
What I can share on that part, since there was multiple assaults that occurred, the assaults where we believe ultimately caused the death of this individual, those were the individuals that were charged for that.
Got it. And then also wondering, you all put out that the victim was wanted for continuous sexual assault of the family and assault family violence. Is that a separate issue, or is that incident also connected to this specific outcry?
No, that's a separate issue. Those were cases that had previously been filed that were currently filed within our agency, but from what I understand, years past.
And are the two suspects, Alejandro and Christian, his sons? His sons?
No.
And then sorry.
No problem.
Lastly, do we know the relationship between the third suspect and the deceased female?
Third suspects and the deceased male.
Juan Gonzalez Melendez.
Juan Eduardo Melendez.
Yeah.
And the victim?
Yes.
There's no relationship.
Thank you.
So was he like friends with the other two?
Yes, there are the two of them. The two are brothers, and the other one is an individual that we believe that they called. So when he came out, they came to pick him up in a white truck. Originally, we had looked for a red Charger that was there. So that was a vehicle that originally they were in. When the second assault happened, this individual, the victim, started walking south from these apartments, which we believe is on Veterans Road. At that point, that's where they picked up this other individual and said, "Hey, look, this is where we're at," and fight ensued. The second fight ensued. But we believe that the reason that they picked up a truck is to transport him, not wanting to do it in the Dodge Charger.
One last thing that just came to mind. What about the young minor who made the outcry? Have any services been made available to her and the mother?
Yes. We're currently working with that minor and with other children that were at the home as well.
So just to clarify, the two brothers have no relation with the victim?
No. It's stepchildren. Sorry.
So the brothers are his stepson. They're stepsons.
Yes.
Okay. Another question. Do you happen to know why they made several assaults in different locations? Why were they going back and forth?
Well, what happened is the original assault happened at a residence there on 1201 East Moore. So he left on foot since he didn't have a car. So when he left on foot, they decided, you know what, they're still angry. So they went back and they found him which is an apartment complex about a block away. When they found him, they got into another altercation. And typically, what you have in these cases, if they're going to assault them, then they leave, right? And then, whatever the case may be, that person has somebody pick them up. In this case, that wasn't their decision. They said, we're going to do this. And then when they left for that second time, they said, no, we want to go back a third time. So ultimately, they wanted to seriously injure this person.
He's huge. Juan is huge.
I'm Judge Ruby Martinez, Municipal Court Judge of the City of Florida. Your name, sir?
Alejandro Treviño.
And your name, sir?
Juan Perez.
And your name, sir? Person Treviño? Okay, Mr. Alejandro Treviño? Yes, sir. You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a first-degree felony. Do you understand the charge?
I don't know what weapon I was using, but
Well, we're not here to determine whether or not you're guilty. That'll be determined at the district court. I'm just letting you know that you are charged with this offense. That's called aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. And the first degree felony is that if you're found guilty, you could receive from 5 to 99 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. You're also charged with engaging in organized criminal activity, which is a first degree felony. Do you understand the charge? Yes, sir. Again, a first degree felony is that if you're found guilty, you could receive from 5 to 99 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. And Mr. Menendez? Yes, sir. There is a misdemeanor charge of possession of marijuana, which is a class misdemeanor. Do you understand the charge? Do you understand the charge? Yes, sir. If class B misdemeanor is that if you're found guilty, you will receive a felony investigation and a fine of up to $2,000. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. There's also a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a second-degree felony.
Wait, is anybody in here from Texas? Because is it illegal to have marijuana in Texas? It's 2022. Because Juan is getting charged for marijuana. The younger brother in the black with the gray pants, he's getting the weapon thing because he had the brass knuckles. But is it not legal in Texas?
I don't know.
No.
My mom lived in Texas and she was in a dry county where it was illegal to have alcohol. Like it couldn't be sold there.
At all? Or just on
Mhm.
Sundays?
No, it wasn't sold at all. She had to go to a different county to get alcohol because it was illegal in that county. So it could vary from county to county.
What? I thought when it's a dry area, it's just on Sundays they can't get it. So if they want anything, they got to get it on Saturday.
No, there was none in that county.
They
It
just have
was
to drive to another county, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they catch you with it driving in your county, could you get in trouble?
I don't know.
Maybe they had over the limit.
Maybe. If
Maybe they
they
only
wanted
allow
to.
you to have a certain limit, like amount.
Hold on.
Might want to look up.
It's not really legalized. Yeah.
What? To me, right now, everywhere should have that. Like here, dispensaries are like a liquor store because you can no longer smoke cigarettes or cigars or anything like that if you're not 21.
Mm-hmm.
So all the smoke shops where you can go get marijuana, whatever, You only got to be 21. All you got to do is show them your ID. That's it. You don't even have to have, we used to have a license. You don't even have to have that anymore. Tri-County say don't sell it at all? What?
They don't sell it also.
That's news to me. All right, let's see. What's going on with this? That's crazy. It's crazy.
Again, it's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, executive felony, which means that if you're found guilty, you could receive up to 20 years in prison, up to 20 years in prison, and a fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that? Yes, Your Honor. And you're also charged with capital murder, a first-degree felony.
Capital murder. Texas is strict. I'd never want to get in trouble in Texas.
Yeah, they are.
No, they go through the Texas. They will go through with the death penalty there.
They will. That's why I'm scared. Uh-oh, what'd I do?
Here they have you sit. They have the people sit on death row for their whole life.
Yeah, they do. They do. But Texas don't play. They are like how you feel about your county, Jeanette. I feel like that's your county is their whole state. Because when we were driving back, we were doing, me and my two friends, mind you, they were both Caucasian. I was the only black girl. And one of them was Caucasian, blonde hair, blue eyes. The other one she was Caucasian, but she had like that strawberry type of blondish hair. Do you know that I'm the only person they pulled out the car and I wasn't even driving?
Wow.
I was like, what the hell?
You're the person they shouldn't have pulled out because you weren't driving.
I wasn't driving. I was in the back seat with the two puppies. They both had dogs, and I had their little kennels with me in the back seat. And I was, so they asking everybody questions, get your ID, whatever. What are you guys here for? Why you guys, what's going on? My friend tucked her marijuana. My other friend, I don't know what she had. She didn't tell me because she would never tell me what she would be doing, but I knew she would be turned up. And then at that time, I only smoked weed anyway, but I wasn't carrying my own. My other friend that tucked had my stuff too. So I was the only person they pulled out. And they're like, oh, we already knew that was going to happen. That's why we just told you don't carry anything and then we'll carry it. I was like, are you serious? Like, why did I get pulled over? I mean, pulled out. The passenger could have got pulled out or the driver, but why me? And I was asleep. They woke me up. I don't know. It's crazy. They're crazy. Okay, we've seen that because I accidentally hit the button. So we're probably like over here somewhere.
Why hasn't their mother said anything?
Girl, why is that in my head right now? I'm like, where are the parents? Especially the 17-year-old. He getting capital murder at 17. And I know they're going to charge him as a adult because they've charged 13-year-olds as adults. That's sad. she should have felt some type of guilt because she's allowing her daughter to get SA'd.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Again, the first thing you're coming is that it's on real estate, the risk of 5 to 99 years in prison. And that's why I will take $10,000. Do you understand that? Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna tell each of you what your rights are. You tell me what you understand those rights. You each have the right to hire an attorney and to have the attorney present to advise you before and during any injuries or questions that these officers who are attorneys representing the state. You have the right to remain silent or to say anything against you for office. You have the right to stop an injury or question at any time. You have the right to examine a trial. Not afford an attorney, you are trust that one will be appointed for you. Mr. Alejandro, do you understand the rights? Yes, sir. And Mr. Juan Eduardo, do you understand the rights? Yes, Your Honor. And Mr. Christian, do you understand the rights? Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna ask that.
See, the older brother is bigger than the little brother's bigger than the younger brother. So that's why I'm like, probably that's why they wanted to enlist Juan. Because he's younger, so he's like, big bro, you supposed to have it. He like, wait, help me, you're bigger than me. And then, you know what I mean? I do really want to know, Jeanette, now that you brought that up, could that be a possibility and why they have so much anger towards it? Because, you know, your sister could just tell you anything. She's younger than you, she's 9, you're how old?
He was
But do you
doing
think that they
something.
were going through it as well, and so they knew she wasn't lying, like, no, he used to mess with us.
It's usually not just one child.
Yep.
So,
Ugh,
and
it's nasty.
boys tend to not report it the way girls would. That's actually how a boy would handle something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
They're
they're
doing it to my
embarrassed.
sister
They
now.
might feel embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Are you a U.S. citizen? No, I'm not here. Are you a citizen of Mexico? Yeah. If you're a citizen of Mexico, then you can ask that we notify the consulate of Mexico that you can detain. Do you want us to notify the consulate? No.
That can also play a part in it too. They're not U.S. citizens. Well,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Wow. So, like
okay,
that.
so the older brother is not a U.S. citizen. The younger brother is.
They're going to send him back.
That's why I said I wanted to tell you guys about something that, you know, happened in my family. There is a person in my family that kept doing stuff to little girls, and they deported him. They sent him right back, and it's crazy to me because his wife, which is the person that's actually related to me, stays with him. It's like she's still, I don't know. I'm confused, but whatever. Yeah, I see me. Disgusting. Wait, what? I thought he just said he was a U.S. citizen. I'm confused. You know what? Okay, so since they're both saying they're not citizens, do you think the 9-year-old is a citizen? Do you think possibly they didn't want to say anything because they know they're not a citizen of the state, and they'll probably get looked over?
Right. That's probably it.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want to say anything.
Right.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just freely call the police.
Right. They can't. La mira, la mira. You start saying that, they're like, oh, I'm out of here. They got them in socks. They got them in socks. Chilling. Yo, man. All right. So that's where we are with this case. I'm gonna go to comments, and then we're gonna go to the cookie case. That's that like.
Yeah, I'm
really,
interested to see that.
it bothers me because of what he did. Like, what? Let me just go on over there.
Oh, there's
Let's jump over there. Mm. All right, here we go. You guys. So this guy, his name is Jack Jr. Montgomery. I've been looking through all his stuff, got his Facebook, got his charges, got all of that. But he decided that he was going to kill his girlfriend's child because he went and got a cookie in the middle of the night. Here we go. I don't know if you guys know about this case. It's in Tampa. It's in Florida. Florida always has the craziest cases.
Florida. I was just about to say that.
Florida. Yes, they got the craziest
goodness.
cases. They be pissing me off in Florida. Oh gosh, but let me go look at his Facebook first.
My brother said something about Florida being the best place to be right now. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, if you want to be at the beach,
I guess.
I'll agree with that part. South Beach, I'll agree with that. All right, I'm gonna read these before I pop that up.
Okay.
Where are we at? Right here, I think. The old money Republicans who run Texas have me because they didn't know what the influences. But you would think that to me, a lot of the people that are from older times are used to just having alcohol as their only thing that they do. Staying away from Texas because when we moved to Texas, told her, "Nah, I'm good." Yep. I said I would move to Dallas with my friend when they're like, "Oh yeah, let's go out there," but nah, I wouldn't. Like, not after that thing I went through. I was like, no. Do you guys use this like with your coffee in the morning? Do you guys use this or with your coffee or tea or?
No, but I
love
bought
these.
them, and they were so good.
These are my matcha ones for my tea, and then this is my ones for my coffee. They're cookies and cream.
You don't get the chocolate ones, just the regular.
I don't like chocolate. I like white chocolate.
Oh, okay. I do. I
like even my creamer is white chocolate. I don't like chocolate. I'll eat chocolate, but I don't like chocolate flavored stuff. I'll have a Snickers or a Kit Kat, but I don't.
If you go to Starbucks, get like a white chocolate and chocolate mocha.
I get the white
frappuccino.
Mocha.
They can mix it, and it's so good. It's like they mix white chocolate and chocolate.
Oh,
I don't know. It's good.
What, the pickle juice? I love Christina.
I seen that too.
No, that was probably like 8 years ago. Yeah, no, I mean, with what the job I had then, I don't want to deal with the cops at all. So I just be like, okay, do whatever you want to do. Okay, can I go? All right, we're good. I don't got time to be trying to go to court, trying to do any of that. I just try to stay clear of anything because I've seen some crazy stuff that officers will try to make people do to get off. So this is his page.
Hmm?
Jack. I don't.
I
This
was
is
like,
Jack.
wait.
Jack Montgomery.
Jack.
You guys see when this is from, right? 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, this is a previous case that I was looking into. Oh wait, let me go back to that so you can look at other pictures of him. Here's
like a big
one.
guy.
Here's
He
one.
looks mean. My dog. That was my dog.
He looked tall. Like, look how he is to those lines.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So these are some of the little people. You guys can always go to it. I don't like to like fully put people's Facebook on blast unless I'm doing an actual Facebook post. But I mean, it looked like he's a family person, though. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just that on him. Let me show you. Where's it at? Okay, so Tampa man charged with murder of his stepson. All right. A Tampa man was arrested. This is then, y'all. Okay. Sunday afternoon. Wait, what happened?
I don't know. I can't see what you're reading. Are you showing it?
What happened? Why did it do this? Hold on. Let me see what happened.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Mm-hmm.
It like
Facebook.
wiped away and then it shows like, hold on, what the heck? Maybe I need to refresh it. Let's see.
Stop.
Okay, it's not letting me see that page anymore. I don't know why. I'll just go to another one. Why did it do that? Hold on. Yeah, because you guys are still on this. What the heck? Hold on. You guys weren't even on the page I was on. Let me see something. Okay, let me try to pull this up and see if you guys can see it. Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
No. Okay, it went on.
Now we do.
Now I see it.
But you guys don't see the one I was on. It wouldn't show you guys that page for some reason. It wouldn't let me share it. I don't know why. So this is another one. So Florida man beat 6-year-old stepson to death over a cookie. You guys thought I was playing? Over a cookie. So deputy says a Florida man beat his stepson to death for sneaking out of bed and getting a cookie, and then may have made the boy's siblings. I didn't want to tell you guys this. I ain't gonna say that part. So if you didn't read it, don't even read it yet. Did you guys see what that said?
I'm gonna be like Michael today and say death penalty.
He did this to a child for a freaking cookie. And did you see what he had his other children do? Or you didn't get to see it before I moved it?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Let's get to it. So, deputies say a Florida man beat his stepson to death for sneaking a cookie out of bed on December 30th. And then he made the siblings lay in bed with the boy's body until the next morning, y'all. He killed this little boy. And I'm going to read how he does. But then he told his other kids to go sleep with the baby's dead body until he wanted to call the police in the morning, saying that he wasn't breathing.
Yeah, death penalty.
You are being like Michael right now.
On this one, that's what it is.
Death penalty. So, Jack Jr. Montgomery, 31 years old, has been charged with first-degree felony murder and 3 counts of aggravated child abuse. He got the 3 counts because he made his 3 kids sleep with the dead body. So, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputies wrote an arrest warrant for Montgomery that he and 4 children were staying in an extended stay hotel room in Sefner, Florida, around midnight. And on December 30th, when the guest in the neighboring room told the hotel manager she heard loud yelling coming from Montgomery's room, the guest allegedly heard an adult yelling to the kids, "Beat the kid, push the kid over here, and get his ass up." A 6-year-old, okay? When the deputies arrived to the hotel, Montgomery told the deputies he had been listening to loud music and then opened the door enough so to show his children apparently were asleep in bed. Later that day, just before 11 a.m., a man who identified himself as Montgomery called 911 and said his 6-year-old stepson wouldn't wake up and was not breathing. Emergency personnel arrived minutes later and found Bryce Russell dead, cold to the touch. Detectives wrote in the warrant that the other children in the room said that they woke up to see Montgomery pinching the boy repeatedly in the face before picking him up by one leg and throwing him into a shelf. They said he also told them to punch and kick the boy. The children said at that point the boy appeared to lose consciousness, describing him as falling asleep and not waking up. And this is after he had already abused the boy. He's told his kids to further abuse him. Detectives wrote that the children described Montgomery putting water on the boy's face and slapping in effort to wake him up. Montgomery allegedly told police he caught the boy sneaking out of the bed to get a cookie. He said he threw the boy back into bed. The boy was sharing with the other children. His other actual kids, he was sharing with them. Okay. But did not mean to hurt him. Police also wrote that he acknowledged telling the other kids to hit the boy. Why? But said it was only in fun and not meant to inflict harm. Detectives wrote that Montgomery said the boy hit his head on the bed's headboard, but appeared to be all right going back to sleep. A medical examiner determined the next day that the child was beaten to death. Montgomery has been assigned a public defender according to the court's records, but has not entered a plea in the case. That was then, guys. Do you guys hear what the hell I'm reading?
Wow. I'm reading it myself. I'm like, what? So he gets beaten and it was just for fun? Like, what?
For a damn cookie, because he woke up in the middle of the night, got a cookie to share with his brothers and sisters. So this is the one where they took the video off. But I want to read to you what because one of the people that worked at the hotel started to ask the kids questions because they were hearing so much come from the house. So let me show you this, what she was asking them. My throat is killing me right now. There you go. The housekeeper. Isn't the housekeeper the maid, right? Not maid, but you know what I mean? The person that comes and cleans the rooms. Got a message. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So this is a little boy. His name is Bryce. Wait, how do I click this up?
No, I can't.
What the heck? Why does it keep
It's
doing
so sad. I can't even look.
Do you see him? He's so cute. It says, honor roll. This award is presented to Bryce Russell. And this is why I get tired of these alpha men and these manospheres and all this type of stuff saying, you know, girls that have kids can't be picky about who. Yes, we can be picky because of stuff like this. It's not even his child. And just like with Harmony Montgomery, that was her own father that said he bashed her around the house. Now, when you guys listen to all the stuff he did to this little boy, as big as you guys seen this man was, I agree with you, Jeanette. Death penalty. I'm done. Over a damn cookie. Death penalty. So it says, housekeeper Ariel Taylor stood outside of the motel and listened Saturday as deputies. Okay, it happened on Friday. Saturday morning is when he called. So listened Saturday morning as deputies interviewed the three siblings that found the boy dead. A sister, the youngest, talked about baby dolls and brother and baby dolls. A brother cried. Taylor. Let's continue. Where's it at?
I don't know
Where'd it go?
If I was this kid's mom, the police would have been arresting me.
Wait a minute. I had a whole story of this. Where did it go? Why do these pages do that? Hold on. Let me see if I could. You said the police would. No.
No, if I was this child's mother, the police would have been arresting me.
No, I don't even think they would be able to arrest me. Because I would be, all hell would break loose. See, why is it not showing me the whole thing? It'll show it, then it stops.
Because I would have been like those boys, because that's like, I don't know. How does somebody just like do that to a child?
Oh, it wants me to subscribe now. It let me read the whole thing earlier. I don't care. I'll play another one for you guys. Hold on. There's one where the housekeeper was asking the little kids all the stuff that was happening, and they were telling her. Okay. Can you see this one here?
Where are the moms of these kids? Where are they?
Well, this little boy, his mom's name is Donna something. Hold on. Her name is this right here. Danya. Her name is. Here, I'll bring that up first then, so that you guys can see who the mom is before I bring up the other part. The mom is just in a relationship with him. She's not, he's not related to the little boy at all. The other kids are his. There we go. So look. Okay, so man beats stepson to death and then forces siblings to sleep in the bed with his corpse. Corpse, for some reason, I'd rather hear dead body than corpse.
And that defense attorney looks like she doesn't even want to be standing there.
Right.
She's not going to work too hard, you could tell.
She does. Oh, that's burnt. Okay, this is her. This is the mom. Right here. Be careful who you lay down with and allow around your children. Sad story out of Tampa Bay. And this is this girl that I was telling you about. This is her her site. So let me toss this up there because I don't want it to be like, oh, you know, I want to give her props. So she does a lot of different cases and looks through cases that are like this, that aren't fully out there. Because have you heard about this case?
No.
See, I've been following this case all the way from then. But at that, like I said, I just started YouTube now. So There's a lot of cases that I have in like books that I can forget about, and I'll be looking through my own notes, and I'm like, oh, what happened with this kid? So I did this before YouTube. That's why it bothers me with people with the like boys and like how Summers people were like threatening me and all this kind of stuff. I don't do it for money. I don't understand why they're saying I do it for money. My channel's not monetized. I do this just because it's something I did before this. I just got pushed into doing this, and I like it because I feel like more people get to hear stories that they normally don't get to hear on a regular basis.
Well, like the news, do they realize that the news they get money from advertising?
Yeah, they do.
Like,
But for
I
some
don't
reason, in
like
doing
content
this,
creating
you get a
on
lot of hatred.
YouTube is the same thing. I don't know.
You get a lot of hatred with doing stuff like this. Oh, you want to get clout off this person's name. Oh, you want to clout?
Right.
What clout? Like there's nothing that I've gotten from doing this like that. You know what I mean? Like I do get donations, but it's like people giving donations because I'm giving back to people as well. It's not that I'm being selfish or anything like that. Yeah, I do receive donations, but I do work hard and I look through all of these things. There's people that don't even make phone calls. They look and see what the next YouTuber is doing and follow what they're doing. No, there's cases a lot of people don't even know about that are brought to. Something made me upset today because it's a content creator, not too much bigger than me, but bigger than me to where people know the name. And I told them about a certain case. And I'm like, when they showed it on their page, they're like, oh, somebody just sent me this. I don't know who, but you know what my damn email is, right?
Yeah.
I've been talking in your chat this whole time. How don't you know you don't know who the person was that sent it to you? Don't play me. Don't play with me. Like, you don't know who sent it to you, but my email is my name and you've been talking to me in your chat the whole time. That made me upset. I don't know if it was purposely done. If not, okay, cool. But if it was, like, stop. Because I noticed something else about this person. I was just like, that's why I started stop giving information, because I don't feel like I should be the only one talking about certain cases, or this case is mine. No, all of us need to put a light on all of any cases that we can. So I was just like, wow, like that's cute. But all right, let's go back to this. So yeah, this is him and his attorney that you said don't look nice. Don't want to see him. So, okay, where we at? Okay, I'll just start over. Be careful who you lay down with and allow around your children. Sad story out of Tampa Bay, Florida, involving a 31-year-old man who was being charged with murdering his stepson over a cookie. I wonder if you guys thought I was playing when I said that. Because I said that and people were like, what, a cookie? Yes, over A, you guys see it says A1 cookie. And you guys seen in the other thing, he had 3 siblings in him. So he got 1 cookie. He was trying to share with them. So I'm assuming he did it in 4s, right? Why is he the only one that got beat? Because it's not his biological child. The crime allegedly took place in the Masters Inn in Florida, where Jack Jr. Montgomery was watching the young boy and his 3 brothers while their mother, isn't it Danya?
Well, I
Would
don't
you
think
say that, Danya?
I don't think he could have cared about his biological children anymore either, because he made them sleep with him. Like,
I think he did that so that the kids wouldn't know that he was dead and thought that he just passed away in his sleep at night. But I think the reason why he had them hit on him and beat him, so that he could tell the kids, well, you guys were hitting him. Don't you think it was from what you guys were doing to manipulate the children?
mm-hmm.
That's why I think he did the shit. That sounds stupid as hell to me. But his young ass being immature for his big behind to be doing that to this little boy is disgusting.
So he's going to get the kids to say that they did it. Mm-mm.
Right. That's what I feel like happens. It didn't work, but that's what I think his thoughts were at the time, because if you were to watch it before, you would that's kind of what he was trying to make it seem like. Okay, Diana. Was working a double shift. It's being reported that the 7-year-old Bryce Russell got out of bed to get a cookie, and Montgomery not only repeatedly punched and kicked the boy, but forced his siblings to engage in the attack as well. He also threw the boy around. They said he threw him around the furniture. I don't know if it's going to say in this one, but there's another article where it says he grabbed him by his legs and started spinning him, hitting him against the stuff in the house like a helicopter. Do you hear what I'm saying, Jeanette?
Yep.
You're holding a kid by their legs, swinging them like a helicopter. Like, you grab your kid by the arms and swing them in a circle. No, he got the little boy by his legs, swinging him around the house, slamming him into furnitures and walls and things. I don't even know if I would be in jail, because I don't think I would be in jail. I would just have to go where my child is now that he's dead, because I know the cops are going to try to control me and all this stuff. And I would be ready to kill this fool.
That's what I...
Because this happened Friday. Saturday he called. Sundays when he got locked up. But me being a parent and my kid got all these bruises and stuff, I'm going to fuck you up. Because I didn't leave him here like that. So I need to know what happened. And you can't tell me, the kids were fighting him. And no. Because when they got his autopsy, it didn't look like, kids just punching. And no, he was mangled. His brother says Montgomery picked him up and flung him across the hotel room. See, kids can't lie. This is why he couldn't lie and say, you guys did it, because they seen what happened first. And then wanted him to punch up the boy's already beaten body like they did it. Okay. Flung him across the hotel room into what's kind of cabinets where he hit his head first. The state's attorney also says an employee in the hotel room called the police after they heard loud shouting in the room where the man was yelling, "Beat the kid and push him over there." He's coaching his children what to do. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office responds to the call around 1 a.m. Saturday to conduct a welfare search. Montgomery, who identified himself to the officers as Jack, said he was playing loud music and opened the door to show the authorities that the sleeping children, to show the authorities the sleeping children. Prosecutors said Montgomery put Bryce to sleep with the other children in the same bed, but officials think the child was dead by that time. Mr. Montgomery took the child and put him in the bed and had the siblings sleep with him while Bryce was dead the entire night, Smith said. The next morning, Montgomery called 911 to report his stepson was not breathing. Bryce was pronounced dead at the scene. DOA. The medical examiner's office said the boy's death was due to the result of homicidal violence. The investigator found that Montgomery had punched the child in the face, stomach, and mouth. Look at how much trouble this guy's been in. You see all these, what is it called? Headshots?
Right. And the mom would know that he's been in that trouble, but she still brought him in.
Because if they're saying stepmom, I'm thinking they're married, right? Because wouldn't they just say the mom's boyfriend?
I don't know, because they had kids together, so who knows?
I don't know. Montgomery has a history of domestic violence and battery and could be looking at the death penalty for the boy's murder. He was arrested on Sunday, like I said. It happened Friday. He called Saturday. He was arrested on Sunday. And was charged with aggravated child abuse and felony first-degree murder. Montgomery is currently being held at no, he's not anymore. That was then. Let me see. What's the other one I want to tell you about? All right, let me play this. I just find this so crazy. Like, I smile because I don't want to. Like, people are like, why when you're serious, you smile? I think I smile because, uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know why I smile when I'm upset at stuff. I think it's weird, probably. I don't know. People think it's weird. Like, you smile when you're mad. I just don't believe some people are really this devious, I think, is why it confuses me. Where's the thing that I was just going to
Yeah,
show
I'm
you?
confused too.
Where's the video I was just going to show you guys? I have his you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull this up first. I'm gonna pull his inmate record thingies up because I think I clicked out of the video on accident, but I'm gonna pull up his charges. Where's it where's the globe at? Is it this globe? What? Let me see if it's this tab on here. Why isn't it sharing this tab? Can I not share with you guys? It seems like some of the things I'm trying to show you guys in the box is showing clear, so it won't let me show it. Why can't I show certain stuff? That's confusing me.
Maybe it's a glitch.
No, because I know this was happening to Preach when he would try to share certain stuff, like certain videos that they will. Okay, so let me share now. Hold on. Here we go. So this is him. Okay. So he has second degree murder. Where's that? Here. Aggravated child abuse. Willing for child abuse. So he got 35 years. Then he got 30 years. And then he got 5 years. I'm trying to see if these were consecutive or concurrent. Because if they're concurrent, he's only maxed to get 35 years. I wonder if they're consecutive. Do you see that on there or am I tripping? Cancel. No, it doesn't say that. I hope they're concurrent.
I can't read it.
Oh, you can't see it?
I can see it. I can't read it because I need glasses. So
I'm like, oh no, you can't see it? You're like, I need glasses. Hold on. Let me try to find the video I was going to show you guys. Check. Here it goes. I'm like, where's the video I was going to show you? It's of his, it's with him and his attorney. Oh, I heard somebody pop up. Hold on. Hey, Randeezy.
Hello. Sorry, I had to jump down quick.
No, you're good. You're good. Trying to pop this up. Do you guys hear Layla keep crying? She's been crying since I brought her home.
What's wrong with her?
She was screaming, crying earlier, though, like real loud. I'm like, oh, baby, I was just trying to rub her, but I can't console her. Because she got her shots, and so anytime she would like move, she just starts screaming.
Oh, she's sore.
Yeah, so I gave her some Benadryl. Well, she's so small, you only could give them 1 mg per pound, but I gave her only 10 milligrams, even though she's 13, because I don't want her to take that much. She's calmed down a lot, but every once in a while, she moves a certain way, she'll scream. And earlier, like I wasn't crying, but like I had tears. I was like, "Are you really crying?" I was like, "I'm not crying. I just feel bad that she's hurting and I can't really do anything about it, you know?"
Yeah. It's understandable.
I'm just sensitive like that.
I am too. I would probably cry if my dog got hurt.
Yeah, and the help to hear how she was screaming. That's what made me be like, "Uh-oh, like, oh, my baby, like."
She'll be okay. Give her a couple days. She'll be right back
Yeah,
to
they said
normal.
like 2 days, but I think it's also because of how the guy is. And I was like, no, let me just do it. And he's kind of rough. I don't like the way he's rough.
Yeah.
So he was like trying to hold her mouth and like trying to hold her down. And she kept snapping at him. I said, don't do that. I said, hold on a second. Let me grab her first. And then I'll hold her. And I just held her treat by her face. And she just started licking it. But I'm like, don't try to just manhandle her because we're going to have a problem in here.
Yeah, some vets aren't, you know,
He's not even a vet. It's just a pet
gentle.
store that has.
Oh, they do
You can
vaccination.
go pick them up the syringes yourself and give them to
Yeah.
your dog for 15, or you could pay 25 and have them do it. But if he's gonna
Yeah.
be that harsh like that when he's there, I would normally let the lady, but she needed to get it. And I was like, next time, because the way he went to grab her by the the whatever this is on the back, I like snatched her away. I was like, don't grab her like that. I said, hold on, let me get her under control, and then I'll grab her, whatever it is, so that you can do it. But I said, don't be
Yeah.
grabbing her like that. He was like, oh, he's Arabic. He's like, no, he's Muslim, whatever kind of something. Because he was like, why did you name her that? And I was like, he was like, you're not Muslim. And I was just like, no, I'm
What?
not. Yeah. He
He
was like,
said
you know
that?
that name is a name from my country. And I was just like,
Who cares?
I was like, I don't care what you're talking about. Well, yeah, the way he was grabbing her up, I was like,
Yeah.
don't be doing that. Because I treat my animals just how I would treat my child. The only thing I won't go for, something that I would trip on, is if she were to like attack Sai, she gotta go. Other than that, no, I treat them the same.
That just happened to my cousin. She had a stray pit bull come up,
No,
and
you don't do that.
they took it in, and they gotten a new puppy about 30 minutes before the dog attacked it and killed it.
Wait, what happened?
My cousin, she got a stray pit bull come up like to her property, and they took it in like it was a nice dog, and they thought maybe, and they put it in the backyard. Well, she went out to feed the pit bull, and it jumped up and it bit her face. It latched onto her face, and then it bit her arm. So she was holding a puppy when she walked out there. They had just gotten a new puppy. You know, she was
Oh,
feeding the dog, and it got the puppy, and yeah, they had to end up taking it out with them. Her brother-in-law was there with a gun.
yeah. See, I don't play that. Like, I've had animals. My frog bit me. A rat. My snake bit me. I took it back to the not back to where it came from, but I took it to another like place that had a lot of reptiles. And the guy there that I was cool with, he ended up keeping her. I was like, because I wanted to have a good home. She's cool, but she was snapping at me anytime my dog would come around. And I had a little chihuahua. So she would like snap. And like she was getting too aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah, yeah. And I was like,
So I
ooh,
had to say
I wouldn't take in a stray. Just walked up, full-grown dog. I don't know.
but her like side messes with her a lot too because she wants to lay down. Sometimes she gets tired pretty quickly. She'll be 3 months next month on the 10th. So it's like, dude, she's little, but she'll play with him for like 15, 20 minutes, but that's like running around a lot. And she gets tired and he'll start like grabbing her by her tail, trying to grab her ears. And she'll like snap. I said, look, if she snaps at you, it's because I keep telling you don't do that. But if she were to actually bite him, like not just bite him, but actually trying to maul my kid, she would have to go because she bit me the other day. I posted it on her page because my finger was like leaking and I kept trying to wrap stuff on it. As soon as I take it off, it was bleeding. It still hurts because she did it in like the crease of my thumb. So anytime I bend my thumb, it's like it keeps breaking open. But
Yeah, they bite hard when they're puppies. But she'll grow to like
yeah, she doesn't realize it. She's not doing it to hurt me.
exactly.
I'll open her mouth and I'll take my finger and I'll like rub her teeth like this back and forth at the bottom, and she'll just be like, she loves it because her teeth are bothering her. And then I'll take my thumb and I'll do it at the top, and she just opens her mouth and let you do it. Her teeth are bothering her, you could tell.
Yeah. Teething.
Okay,
Montgomery told investigators he disciplined.
All right, here we go.
31-year-old Jack Montgomery told investigators he disciplined 7-year-old Bryce Russell Saturday because the boy tried to sneak out of bed to get a cookie. The child's mother was at work. Prosecutor Matthew Smith told a Hillsborough judge that discipline ended up killing the boy.
While she was out working, he chose to not only physically discipline this child himself repeatedly by punching and throwing him on the ground, but threatening bodily harm upon the two brothers if they did not partake and equally discipline him.
The family lived at the Seffner's Masters Inn. Bryce's brothers told investigators they saw Montgomery punch the boy in the head and stomach several times with a closed fist.
Picked him up and flung him, as described by the brothers, as a helicopter.
I'm sorry. For a cookie? For a cookie. You're punching him in his mouth, in his head, in his stomach for a freaking cookie? This is why I was so upset at this case, because I was like, I don't understand how a kid sneaking to get a cookie leads to death. I don't get that. I don't understand. And this is why I'm taking psychology, criminal psychology. I don't. What computes going to get a cookie and sharing it with the other kids to murder?
Exactly. I would like to learn that as well.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't
Across
understand.
the hotel room into what's kind of a cabinet where he hit head first and ultimately caused his brain to bleed.
That, according to Smith, caused Bryce to die within seconds or minutes. His brothers told investigators Montgomery tried splashing water on Bryce's face. He didn't wake up.
As if that was not aggravating enough, Mr. Montgomery took the child, put him in bed, and had his siblings sleep with him while Bryce was dead that entire night.
Neighbors say the mother, Danya Shanita Russell, has cleared out of the hotel and no response at Montgomery's last known address in Tampa. Montgomery has a history of domestic violence and battery. Now he's staring at a possible death penalty, charged with the murder of a little boy.
Y'all, this is sickening. I don't understand that. Like, I just really don't understand how a kid getting a cookie leads to, I'm going to murder you.
Exactly. He must have been really angry. Something.
But for what?
We don't know. Like, we don't know what was in his mind.
I don't know, man, but
I don't get it either. It had to be something.
Yeah, I've been watching and seeing what's going to go on with this case and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'll show you guys one more and then I'm just going to wrap it up. This is sad to me.
When did
this
it happen?
Case has followed me not followed me, but I've like been following it, I guess you would say, for a while, because I want to know if he's going to get,
Exactly.
It's just sad.
It's the same name as my little boy. That's what I call my little boy.
Bryce.
I call him. Well, his name is Bryson. But I call him Bryce. Yeah.
Oh.
Today we are learning more about the murder of a 7-year-old, and the details are heartbreaking and blood-curdling. Bryce Russell's stepfather is charged with beating the boy to death. News Channel 8's Steve Andrews joins us now live from the Hillsborough County Courthouse, where bond for the accused killer, Steve, was set at $870,000.
That's right, Josh. He's not going anywhere. According to the prosecutor, after Jack Montgomery killed the boy, Montgomery ordered Bryce's brothers to sleep in the bed next to the body all night. 31-year-old Jack Montgomery told investigators he disciplined 7-year-old Bryce Russell Saturday because the boy tried to sneak out of bed to get a cookie. The child's mother was at work. Prosecutor Matthew Smith told a Hillsborough judge that discipline ended up killing the boy.
While she was out working, he chose to not only physically discipline this child himself repeatedly by punching and throwing him on the ground, but threatening bodily harm upon the two brothers if they did not partake and equally discipline him.
The family lived at the Seffner's Masters Inn. Bryce's brothers told investigators they saw Montgomery punch the boy in the head and stomach several times with a closed fist.
Picked him up and flung him, as described by the other brothers, as a helicopter across the hotel room into what's kind of a cabinet where he hit head first and ultimately caused his brain to bleed.
That, according to Smith, caused Bryce to die within seconds or minutes. His brothers told investigators Montgomery tried splashing water on Bryce's face. He didn't wake up.
As if that was not aggravating enough, Mr. Montgomery took the child, put him in bed, and had to sit and sleep with him while Bryce was dead that entire night.
Neighbors say the mother, Danya Shanita Russell, has cleared out of the hotel and no response at Montgomery's last known address in Tampa. Montgomery has a history of domestic violence and battery. Now he's staring at a possible death penalty, charged with the murder of a little boy. I reached out to the Department of Children and Families today to find out if this family or Montgomery has a history with Child Protective Services. The state has not yet responded. Very, very sad story here in Tampa.
Unbelievable detail.
All right. So I really do want you guys to see what the conversation, since you guys don't know about it, from the housekeeper that she had with the littler kids. And I don't know why that site started to cover it up when I tried to go to it. So I'm gonna go to it again, and then I'm gonna pull it up on here and I'll tell you guys the questions that she was asking the kids, because they were telling her like all the stuff that was going on in that hotel. So yes, I'll be pulling that up. So I'm just gonna be getting ready for bed. I just wanted to bring up these cases to you guys, a case that I've been following, also a case that's in the present with the 3 teens standing up for their little 9-year-old sister. If you guys are
in, Naomi, I put the link for the petition in the chat.
Okay, guys, the link for the petition is in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and go to my community tab. I put it in there. I wrote like three teens beat stepdad for over 9-year-old sister. Click that and please sign it. I know it may not do a big difference like they said, but if it's popular opinion, it can change things, just like the guy with the driving the trucks. And he didn't mean to kill all the people. He killed the 4 people, but whatever. And so people signed it because they didn't feel like it was like on a murder type thing. Just do it. I feel like these 3 children, yeah, maybe 5 years. But anything more than that, no. They will mature real fast in jail. And I feel like this guy has done it to other family members. It was enough. And we don't even know if the other family members they mentioned are the 2 brothers.
Right.
So I don't feel they should get that amount of time.
Not a lifetime. Not a lifetime sentence. Their bonds are what, $1 million each?
Yeah, that's steep.
Overkill.
Yeah. For what it's for, yeah, I don't think so. The bloggers purge mental illness is real. Yes, it is. Very real. Very prevalent in these days. Yes, it is. Yes, so the link is right there, you guys. If you guys haven't done it or you don't know what I'm talking about, click on it. You'll be able to read the story. And these 3 children are protecting their 9-year-old sister from a man that has already done harm to 2 other children in the family. Was trying to keep her safe. And the outcome was they beat him to death. It's not like they got a knife. stabbed him. Not like they got a gun and shot him. They just beat him up 3 times. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but obviously he's had multiple chances and has been running from a warrant since 2019. So when they found his body, they're like, yo, we've been looking for him for the same charge that they beat him for. So, all right,
should have been in jail.
Yeah. You guys have any last words?
I don't.
I don't. Good night.
All right, y'all.
All right.
I'm going to head out. Love y'all. I'll see y'all mañana.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.